We're back. That was actually a shorter break than I thought we had, to be honest.
It's good to have you guys back. We missed you anyways, and we got some more good StarCraft stuff coming up your way in just a little bit here. We got Pretty and TT. And for those of you who are wondering what TT means, it's in a lot of Koreans when they want to make like a crying face, they put like capital T, like two eyes closed. And then, like, tears coming down.
Tears coming out. TT, and then, like, we have it in the Korean language also. It's the oo sound, and it kind of looks like a T as well, so they use that a lot as a cry.
I'm sure most of you probably knew that already, but there are some noobs watching, I'm sure, so I thought I would help them out as well.
Okay.
All right, well, this is going to be a PvP, another mirror matchup. We're doing so many mirror matchups today. It's kind of crazy.
Well, all I'm happy about is that the TVT wasn't very long.
TVT was so short. That was kind of wild. The TVZ turned out to be the long series. By the way, again, congratulations to Effort. I think he's really kind of becoming a wild card player here.
Yeah.
I did not expect Effort to win, to be frank, and he really surprised me and impressed me. So, wow. I mean, really, really good job there by him. Tell us a little bit about our player Pretty, also known as Free, or TT.
Okay, well, Pretty Free, he is his last 10 games, sorry, I'm trying to organize my notes here. Last 10 games, he's at 6 wins, 4 losses. Against Protoss, his last 10 games against Protoss, he's actually at 2 wins, 8 losses.
Okay.
So, he's not very good at the mirror matchup. He's on a 6 losing streak against Protoss right now.
Okay.
So, Pretty, playing against TT, he may have a chance to lose. Now, TT, he is a Samsung Con captain. However, he's actually known more for his 2v2 play. Now, and as this season, you know how the Pro League got rid of the 2v2s?
Yeah.
He hasn't really been playing much.
That's too bad. I wish they hadn't done that, by the way. I kind of enjoyed the 2-on-2s.
Did you? I think you were like the only person, though. That's the problem. And that's why they got rid of it.
Oh, my bad.
All right, so I'm starting individual league. He people are actually pretty surprised because he did decent. Like I think in the Shinhan Season 2, he made it up to the round of 16, and then the GOM MSL, he made it up to the round of 16 as well. Yeah. And so he did better than what most people expected of him. However, he's still a better team player than he is an individual player.
Yeah, so he's kind of getting catapulted into this environment he might not be that comfortable with.
Yeah.
So,
he's also known for really strange strategies. I was talking with one of the reporter guys in the back, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this guy does he does these strange proxies where you know how even when players do proxies, there's a specific way they do it. This guy, there was one game where he put a gateway smack in the middle of Nada's main base." He just decided to what game was this? GOM TV MSL Season 2. Apparently he just went in, decided to find a spot in his main base and build the gateway there.
So he proxy gated in the guy's main?
Yeah.
I see. That's actually really popular in Blue Storm.
Is it really?
I do that a lot on iCup on Blue Storm, yeah. Because even if they spot the gateway that's building, they still lose money when they send the SCVs out to kill the gateway. It's so lame. I feel bad for Terrence. It's dirty.
All right. Well, his last 10, he's at 3 wins and 7 losses. And against Protoss, he's actually not that well versed in Protoss. He's at 3 wins, 4 losses. So, actually, here's something a little bit interesting too. His last match versus a Protoss was 2007, July versus Ruby. And then his last Protoss match before that was 2003. In the KTF Ever Cup against Guillaume.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, against Gur.
Wow.
2003. So, there is Pretty. He has been seeded in this season, as you guys can see here. There he is at 157 wins, 121 losses, and his KESPA ranking is 18. In the Shinhan 2007 Pro League, actually, he got the well, there wasn't a prize, but he got recognized for having the most wins in the entire Pro League.
Wow.
So he's good. He's feeling good. You guys have noticed he's not Hanbit Stars anymore. It's Woongjin Stars. Woongjin Stars, kind of hard to pronounce.
Woongjin Stars?
Yes, kind of like that. And because they have a new sponsor, they had a new house, they got new, just new everything. So what people are saying is that he's been feeling some crazy synergy, energy thing that's causing him to win more.
Oh my gosh,
Koreans
the force
believe
is strong
in this.
with this one.
Yes. So here is TT. He is at 140 wins, 138 losses, about 50%, right? And his ranking, his KESPA ranking is 44. I mean, this guy's been around for a while. This season, he beat out Byung and Stats to get to where he is now. And these obviously were the untelevised games that we had here.
Well, he's finally emerged now, and he's going to be here in the booth, as they say it. It's going to be a little bit different for him, a little bit tough for him to play under these conditions. I think this is his first televised game on GOM.TV, unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah, I think it is. These two have actually never played against each other. So this is the first time that they will be meeting each other on a broadcasted live game. Pretty. I'm going to keep calling Pretty. Pretty. Okay. Let's see here. He's actually known for his really good Dragoon control.
Yeah, and, that's actually amazing because Dragoons bug out all the time, and it pisses me off.
And that's what they said, is that his Dragoons have brains. So, in the Korean world, they actually call him Brain Toss.
Brain Toss?
Brain Toss.
That's better than the Red Sniper.
I don't know about that. But
you don't know about that? Oh, by the way, both players have just joined the game.
Okay.
So, we might be starting pretty soon here, whenever our Korean commentators are prepared.
All right, looks like the two of them have been chatting, and Pretty asked if they can chat during the game, and Gom's like, no, don't do that because it's televised, and they're just laughing at him now.
In general, you're never allowed to talk during the game until you type in GG.
They were like, go for it. Why don't you just try chatting, and we'll see what the reaction will be. And they're like, no, I don't want to get laughed at. So, all right, so we're like eavesdropping on their conversation here.
They have no idea we're telling everybody what they're saying right now.
Yeah.
Well, this could be one of these maps where crazy strategies could be rewarded.
Okay.
And we already know these players are pretty crazy, so let's get ready. I'm guessing, with 2 1-on-1 maps in a row, we might see a proxy.
The game has started. In the red and upper left is Pretty, and on the bottom in the orangish yellow is TT.
So Pretty's going to be here at the top right. We'll see if they do any crazy strategies. Maybe they're just going to play standard.
I mean, like you just said, it is a 2-player map. Do you think there'll be some proxies or?
Well, just whenever you have a 2-player map, that's usually when you get to see the most aggressive strategies. And wow, look at those stats. Don't worry, TT will not see that.
TT will probably win or something.
Yeah, that means that TT's going to win now because whenever we have these votes, they always turn out to be wrong.
Okay, here's a nice camera shot on both our players.
Well, I think, actually, hold that thought. I wanted to point out TT's already preparing for a possible mana pylon. With that pylon positioning there, a lot of good players will build the pylon in your mineral patch, blocking off a certain mineral, sometimes even blocking in a probe in between the pylon and the 3 mineral patches. So you can see he's going to be prepared for that. And indeed, neither of these players is going to be hyper-aggressive here, at least with their build orders. And I think, same timings here for the scouts. I think this is basically the standard timing now. For Protoss versus Protoss, everybody scouts after the gateway. It used to be pretty standard to scout after the pylon. But you really need that extra probe to get a few more minerals here. Now this is getting interesting. He's going to steal his opponent's gas. Now, we don't really see strategies like this hardly ever. So I'm really curious as to how he's going to play this out from here. Taking your opponent's gas obviously forces them to not get any Dragoons, Robo-Bay, anything out there that costs gas, to put it simply. However, the response for a lot of really good players is they're just going to go hardcore Zealot Rush and try to break your entrance. So I'm questioning if TT's strategy is going to be good. So he's going to go on right away and go ahead and attack that assimilator. And look at that Gosu Micro with that probe. Gets in the way of the Zealot by using the right click on the minerals to go in there. And in fact, surprisingly, you got a Mana Pylon off there as well. Oh, and another Mana Pylon. Welcome to TT's Funhouse. This is no fun for Pretty. Oh my God. That's not supposed to happen. If you get the gas steal off and then you start Mana Pyloning, then they never really get the opportunity to get their gas because killing the pylons takes priority over killing the assimilator.
And
now he's
sending in his Zealot.
Yeah, now he can seriously just micro around and take out probes. This assimilator never really gets to be killed. And meanwhile, TT techs rapidly. Now this is one of those builds. Don't try this at home, kids. This is a really, really technical strategy. I used to actually try this all the time. What TT's doing, but it never worked whenever I did it. I'd always lose to a counterattack. That's something TT's going to have to be careful about, too. Well, we're going to see... looks like he's not going to manage to get anything else out. And you can see already the red Protoss player, Pretty, is going to counterattack here very aggressively. Let's see if a TT is prepared. All right, well, the Zealots are moving out now, and in fact, that's a little wild to come in from Pretty. Pretty's going to go ahead and make the Nexus there because that's a bit more unexpected. He probably wanted to make it look as though he was desperate to get that assimilator back, or at least so he could get his own assimilator built there. By the way, TT1's going to spot that. I guess the players are so far away from each other on this map that you can get away with a crazy strategy like this. And he might actually manage to get up there.
Oh, no.
How did that happen? He must have dunked those Zealots in butter before they went over there. They slipped right in. All right, well, now he's going to basically see exactly what his opponent's doing. What? Oh, gosh, I don't know if this is looking very good for Pretty. He's going to have to retreat with those Zealots. What the hell is going on? That was the total mess up. He's not supposed to send 3 probes out there randomly on the map like that. All right, well, this is really going to hurt Pretty's economy. Pretty just is kind of falling apart, I guess. He's not playing very solidly at all. He's not even minding that expansion. And I think a Reaver push here could actually end this game quite quickly. And it's going to be a Robo. There it is. No, that's a pylon. Thanks, TT. All right, well, we're going to have 3 Gate Goons with range. However, with these Dragoons dealing so much damage to these Zealots, I think this game's going to end, and we're going to have yet another upset here at GOM TV.
Yeah.
More Zealots, more Dragoons. What can you do, really? Well, pull your probes off, and here it is. I don't think this is going to be very effective, though. If he gets a Reaver out, I mean, the unit count is going to be so ridiculously low. Oh, God, this is looking bad for Pretty. I cannot believe TT made this strategy work.
I was just going to ask you about that. In the beginning you said that it doesn't really work for you.
It doesn't work for me. I mean, obviously this guy's a lot better than me, but I mean, I really tried to mess around with gas steel builds and it wasn't very effective. And I had talked to a lot of other top foreigners, and they were just like, "Look, man, it just doesn't work." But here we see Free actually losing to this. So TT, pretty damn smart. Either that or Free is really screwing up everything here. I wish I could sit down and watch the replay so I could understand this a little bit better. It probably had a lot to do with proper probe cutting, the timing of his probe cutting. Well, the Nexus goes down. Pretty is probably scratching his head right now, going, I don't think I've ever lost a game quite like this. All right, well, I don't think this is getting any worse for Free. I don't think this game can get any longer either, because right now it's pretty much going to be done when the Reaver gets out. Free may try to break down here. You can see TT backing off a little bit, and then the moment that he moves down, he rushes back there. You know, that ramp acts like a filter. Look at that fantastic micro here by TT. Wow, I really got to give him props for this micro.
He's taking down the brain toss himself, huh?
Taking down the brain toss. This is wild. I actually think TT should just retreat now while he's ahead, and that's what he's going to do.
Oh.
Wow.
He's got two Reavers.
Yeah, two Reavers in there. Does he have two? Yeah,
no, well,
maybe
he's got
he has
two
one.
Reavers. He's got two Reavers.
Oh,
now.
you're right. Look at that on the little stats thing. I forgot we had that. I am a newbie. I think this Reaver drop could really hurt him, but this might be a bad idea as well if Free just decides to go in there and march into his opponent's base and try to pick him off. Here he is now. The Reaver's out. The Reaver's on the loose. Bam, 4 kills.
4 already.
I think that gives it at, puts it at 6 or 7. We didn't quite see how many were killed there. Well, it's going to be impossible for Free to really contain his opponent now. Pretty is still in this, though. If he can use that Reaver to break the contain and go back over there and recontain his opponent, I think that would be GG.
Oh.
That was close. I was drinking some water right when I saw that. I nearly spat it all over myself. That was really close. All right, looks like TT's going to try to move out. Bad decision there, though. The Zealots with the Dragoon's going to make it impossible. He should really just move the Reaver down and try to break that. Time to transfer those probes. And it looks like, in fact,
Here he comes.
He does not want to, barely slips by there. What? How does that happen? All right, so the Reaver's going to get in here. He wants to take out a few more probes, but he has to be careful. He has to break that contain on his low ground. It's very important. Oh, and shuttle speed's done. This is going to be ridiculous. Check this out. He's going to be able to take out so many units here. The shuttle under fire right now. Somehow that Scarab is not going to hit. Oh, my God.
It's stuck.
No way. Those Scarabs had much disorder. Well, that actually could be disastrous back there. I don't know if TT's playing this out correctly. All right, looks like TT's going to try to move forward. Free man, too many Dragoons. I wonder if TT just botched this. What are you doing, Reaver? The Reaver slept in. Oh my gosh. Free is going to win this. Free has every reason in the world to win this game right now. Free is bouncing back in this. Pretty is his name in this tournament. And he is pretty damn good with Protoss. Wow. And look at this. Now he can get right outside the gateways. He can keep on reinforcing this as well. He can probably get the Reaver right when it spawns, too. Oh, this is a nightmare right now for TT. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Well done, Free. Damn.
Well, you want to tell me what happened there? I mean, it looked like TT had the advantage, and then
Well, I think TT just pissed it away. I mean, there's just no other way to put it. TT, he took out the Nexus. All he had to do was just contain him for a little bit, expand himself, and then back off. And then, I mean, why would he get shuttle speed and fly around the map with the Reaver?
Yeah.
All he had to do was just stay solid. He's going to be ahead of his opponent's economy. It was just weird.
I don't know. It's that synergy. It's that synergy that's helping
the
out.
Force.
It is.
It was the Force back there. I felt it. And it was strong with that one. I think, wow. That was just kind of a shock that TT lost that after being so far ahead. TT should have won that after the success of the strategy after he takes out the Nexus.
Okay, well, I mean, that was a fun beginning. That was definitely unexpected with all those mana pylons.
TT's still clearly good, too, by the way. I mean, the fact that he was able to execute that, I mean, he had total control. Total control.
Hold on, I'm trying to grab my little sheet of stats here.
Okay.
For his, well, let's see, Pretty has never played on Chupungnyong or Destination.
Really?
It says here.
Really?
And here, TT has played on Chupungnyong once versus Protoss.
Yeah.
And Destination, he has not. So this next game is going to be completely first time for both of them.
Should be pretty interesting. Again, it's another one-on-one map. These are new maps. These are weird maps. Not weird in a bad way, but they're very exotic. So I don't even know if exotic's the right word, but what I'm trying to say though is that they haven't gotten a lot of time to practice on these, and the map makers put a lot of interesting features into these maps, and they're so new that I don't even really know quite how to analyze the games perfectly.
Okay. Here's more stats. I'm sorry, guys.
Go ahead.
Overkill of stats. Pretty is at 50.8% win rate against Protoss, wherefore TT is at a 40.7%. So
it's quite a difference.
It is a little bit of a difference.